Hello, Facebook people. Hi. I am just doing a pop-up training for you today. Now, sorry that I'm like facing like this. It's because I've got a weird thing on my right eye and it is really putting me off and I don't want you to get distracted by it either. And I didn't want it to get in the way of me doing this live. So, hi. I'm going to be talking to you about getting ready to love again after divorce. So I want to talk about 3 steps that are going to help you or increase the chances of you having relationship success. So if you're thinking about, you know what, I'm ready to get back out there after not like dating for a while, or maybe you have been dating and things haven't been going well and you're just like, what is it that's getting in my way? I don't know. I don't understand. I'm going to share 3 things that are going to help you. I'm going to share them over 3 days, so we're not on here very long. I've also got to pop off in a bit and jump into my Facebook group and do a special training if you want to come and join me. I'll put the link to my Facebook group as well if you want to come and join me for that training. So let's get started. First and foremost, hi, I'm Topé. If you don't know me, if we haven't had the pleasure of being introduced, I'm a relationship, dating and self-love coach for divorced women. So I help women, I'm on a mission to help divorced women to find love again by collapsing time, by not taking so long, to avoid the pitfalls that can happen when you are maybe going out feeling a little bit more sort of bruised or wounded, or maybe not having like dealt with any of the stuff that's come up for you from being married. My story, why I'm doing this, is because I got divorced nearly 20 years ago, and it took me nearly about 17 years before I met my dream guy post-divorce. That's a long effing time, right? And not only that, it's all the kind of the heartache and the heartbreak that I endured along the way. The amount of tears that I cried, the real incompatible relationships, the trying to shoehorn myself into things because I just wanted to find love. I just wanted to be loved. I wanted to feel secure. And I wasn't being very conscious about what I was doing, and I wasn't feeling great about myself either. And so what I really want to do is help women to kind of just minimize that time by helping you to figure out what the potential pitfalls might be and dealing with them before you even get out there, right? Let's get you finding your person without all the trouble and the drama. So the first thing I'm going to talk about today that is going to really ensure your success at finding love for you is feeling amazing about yourself. It's about you actually feeling worthy. For me, that is the key thing that I always help my clients with before we kind of get into even talking about dating. Because if you don't feel worthy about yourself, that is really going to trip you up in so many ways. Like, first of all, it really can impact who you actually attract into your world, who you like bring into your sphere, who you kind of keep in your space as well. So your level of worthiness actually matters, because also you could end up bringing guys who don't even feel worthy about themselves, first and foremost. And they might need like their ego stroking, right? And therefore they're coming to you for validation. And because you need validation, they might take advantage of that. That's where the love bombing bit comes in. Them throwing themselves at you, pouring themselves into you, so you can just like feel, oh my God, I feel like he's just so lovely. He's really into me. He loves me. But actually he is just needing his own validation. And also you could potentially like self-sabotage because you don't think you're even worth the relationship or that person. You find yourself, so maybe you actually find somebody who is really lovely and great and who's willing to put in the work, but somewhere within you, you don't even think you're worth it. So without even knowing it, you unconsciously sabotage it. That could be like starting fights with them, getting jealous, feeling insecure, all the other things. Also, if you're not feeling amazing, you could put the person on like a pedestal. Because you're thinking, oh my God, he's so lovely, he's so nice, like really hyping him up. He's amazing. I can't believe he's picked me. And then you're just bending over backwards just to try and make him stay. So that could also really impact you as well. Even wanting to ask for what you want and need because you don't want to rock the boat. You're afraid to ask for it because you don't want him to leave. Okay, you don't want to be doing this in your relationship. Even if you're feeling like not so great about yourself as well, you can find yourself getting triggered by certain things that he says or does, where you think that he's then reinforcing this thinking about you that you don't feel great about yourself. Oh, he must not think I'm all that anyway, or he's not respecting me, or he doesn't value me, when maybe that's not what he's doing at all. And again, that's like sabotaging your relationship. So just be mindful of not feeling worthy about yourself, not, feeling that you're worth the relationship and you're worth love. It can really trip you up a lot. And this is why for me it's so important for me with my clients to just help them to feel great before they get out of there, so they don't like mess themselves up in this way. Okay, it also stops you from rushing the process because you're just so needy and you just want to feel loved. You want them to make you feel worthy. But if you're already feeling like that, you're not going to need anything from them. You're just going to really just want to share your journey with somebody. So I'd love you to really think about whether this is something that you've even experienced already, potentially in your marriage, potentially in the relationship that you might have even gotten into after your marriage. Maybe you've seen that. Maybe you've seen yourself being like a people pleaser because you tried to get someone to stay. Maybe you stayed longer in a relationship that you shouldn't have stayed in because you just wanted them to like you. You just wanted to have that love and security rather than standing up for what isn't even really right for you. Yeah, because you love yourself enough to choose yourself and to walk away from something as well. So think about that, and I would love for you to go away and just kind of like do this exercise, right? Just get really real with yourself and ask yourself, how do you feel about yourself when it comes to love? So I'm glancing over here because I've just got some notes to make sure I don't forget stuff. Do you think that you do deserve your dream relationship? Do you think that you deserve to be loved? Do you think that you deserve to feel like secure with somebody? When you see like maybe some of your friends or other couples coupled up and they've got their guys who totally adore them, and you might want that, but do you think that you deserve it? Maybe even in your past, in your relationship or your marriage, maybe you effed up, right? Maybe you made some really bad choices. Maybe you behaved in the wrong way, and maybe you're still punishing yourself and think you don't deserve love. Or maybe you've been trying to find one relationship after the other and it's not been working, and suddenly you're starting to question yourself. Maybe it's not for me. Maybe I don't deserve that. Or you've grown up not feeling loved, not feeling secure, and it's made you even question your worthiness. There are all these things, all these potential reasons that could be making you feel like that, making you feel like that you are not enough. So I would love for you to think on a scale of like 1 to 10, how much do I feel like I deserve to have that dream relationship or that love, with 10 obviously being absolutely 100%, I know I'm worth it because I'm a queen, or 1 like, do you know what? No, I actually don't think I do. So take some time to think about that. Do you feel like you're enough for love? And just some tips to help you to start flipping that around if you are not at a 10 or a 7 or an 8 or 9. I don't expect you to feel like massively perfect if you don't. But number one thing you could do is start thinking about what are the beliefs that you are holding on to that is actually making you not feel worthy to begin with. What is it, the sort of chatter that you might be saying to yourself that, you're not good enough. Maybe you've got a thing about looks. I know a lot of people do think, oh, I'm not pretty enough, I'm not slim enough, I'm not funny enough, I'm not all these things enough, right? So what are those things that you're telling yourself? What are those beliefs that you are actually holding on to? What are the things that maybe you've heard other people say to you, maybe as you've grown up, like maybe your parents and, the people that you were relying on for love and security? What are those things that you are maybe constantly saying to yourself? When you've identified those, because that's the most important part, is the identity of identifying, shining a spotlight on those things, is then it's time to like flip them on their head and reframe them, because our beliefs are not facts. They're not truths. They're just like a whole load of repeated thoughts and experiences that have led us to like form this belief about us, but we can change that. You can change that at any point. So it's about reframing those and actually looking for evidence to suggest that the opposite is true, right? You're going to have seen other people in your life maybe showing you love, like giving you love, telling you that you're worth it and that you're worth love, etc., right? There's evidence out there, and that you can attract really nice people, that you're surrounded by nice people. So look for that evidence. Also think about how much are you still holding on to the past as well. It's time to let it go. It's time to not let it be the thing that, you know, is bringing you down, is holding you back, is kind of helping you to like keep repeating these things in your head as well, just because, you know, I didn't feel loved growing up. How long are you going to hold on to that for? It could be, I sound mad. How long are you going to hold on to that? Thanks, Lauren. It goes with my brand, all the hearts, you know, because that's me. So, you know, think about that. Let that go. You've got to let go of the past. And I know it sounds easier said than done. And if you want to know how to get started with that, then please do reach out to me. And then the other thing that I really encourage is learning to accept yourself. Hey, Jem, warts and all, right? And that's getting a real true picture of who you really believe that you are. Like, we all have flaws. You know, I'll say that. We've all got strengths and weaknesses and all the things, but it's been able to just really know yourself, who you are, and accept that. Yes, there's always room for growth, always room for improvement. Hey, Paula, always room for like development. That's fine, but you've got to be able to look at you and be like, yeah, like me. One of the things I used to really like struggle with guys is that I'd always feel like I'm too mushy. I talk too much. I'm very quirky, randomly sing, you know, and I'm very cheaty. I used to find myself going, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to talk, or I didn't mean to. And I was like, what the fuck? Why am I apologizing about myself? This is me. And if I don't accept me and I don't love me, then how can I expect anybody else to, right? So you have also got to be able to embrace yourself, like everything that there is to be about you, in order for you to be able to show up authentically in your relationships, because then you will attract the kind of person who is going to be happy with you just the way that you are. Okay, my little bit of a lecture for today, you know. So I would love for you to go away and just think about that. Okay, think about, on a scale of 1 to 10, thanks Jem, how you feel, and take yourself through those 4 steps. Figure out what your beliefs are that you're holding on to, reframe them, thinking about the things in your past that you do need to let go of so they no longer have a hold over you, and start accepting yourself like warts and all. All right, and if you've got any questions, please drop them in the comments or just come and DM me. If you're like, I'm not really sure how to do this or how to get started, I'd be more than happy to help you. And then tune back in tomorrow for day 2, where I tell you about the second thing that you need to make sure that you've got in place in order to improve or increase your chance of success in a relationship. All right, because we want you to end this year feeling great. We want you to feel really excited about the potential of the future, but get yourself prepped first before you get out there. Now I'm going to go and jump into my Facebook group. The link is on my bio if you want to come and hear my exclusive training that I'm going to do for my group. And then otherwise I'll see you tomorrow for day 2. Ciao everyone. Hey Cecilia, and bye.